Good morning, world! Welcome. It is day 3 of 90. I just woke up, gonna drink some water, make a protein shake, and then we'll get started on breakfast. Hi, everybody. Thought I would make some chocolate chip scones. So I get a sweet tooth from time to time, and this is a healthy alternative to eating processed sweets. It's really easy to make, so we'll go ahead and jump in. And I've got the recipe listed in the description below. Okay, so I have a cup of plant milk and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and then you let it sit for 5 minutes and add a teaspoon of vanilla. Yes. Okay, so we've added our vanilla to our plant milk after letting it sit with the apple cider vinegar for 5 minutes. And now we've got our applesauce and almond butter mixed into our oat flour. So we're going to slowly add this in and mix it. You want to be careful and not overmix it, but just moisten it as you go. Well, they smell really good. I opened the oven and, well, they didn't exactly, they just kind of flattened out and just like went, you know, all together. I don't know if they're done either. Well, we'll just, I don't know, cut them into pieces when they dry. Alright everybody, so I just finished up day 3, and by the way, Happy New Year's. It is New Year's Eve, and I am looking forward to 2021, I'm sure as much as everybody else is. So, I just kind of wanted to talk about my experience today. It was really hard for me to not go to the gym. I feel like, I usually take 1 day off a week, but I think I'm going to start taking 2 days off a week because I've gotten myself into this habit of working out, and my body is used to exerting a bunch of energy at that time. And so when I didn't do it today, I had all this energy built up and felt like I didn't have anywhere to do with it. So maybe I'll start doing yoga on my days off. I think that may be a good way for me to kind of incorporate some recovery into my muscles and expend that energy. So my scones didn't exactly turn out the way that I wanted them to. They didn't turn out the way I thought they were going to at all. But that's, you know, that happens sometimes, and that's the joys of cooking. And now I know how to do it better, so I won't make the same mistake again next time. And I'm sure that was entertaining to watch anyways. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about in regards to health and fitness and working out that I have found to be, it's really a staple of like my daily routine and what I do, but it is putting yourself in a positive mindset, like visualizing. I do visualization exercises on how I imagine my health and my well-being, how I imagine my life being in the next month, in the next 6 months, in the next year. And it really helps me well, there's a lot of reasons why it helps me, but I think it's really what puts the magic behind the creative force in our lives that allows us to make the changes in our life that we need to make to experience the results that we want to achieve. I will say this though, that switching to a whole foods plant-based diet has really, you know, I've always been kind of skinny, but I've never really had very good muscle definition. Like I've never had a six-pack like I have now, and all of that, like my workouts have not changed really at all. I mean, there's a couple of things that I've switched up, but for the most part, they've stayed the same for the last, I don't know how many years. Really the only thing that I've changed is my diet, and I've just watched all my body fat just melt away, and I've watched my energy level just go through the roof. And also, I'm getting really amazing quality sleep, and I'm usually only sleeping about 6 hours a night, but I don't even have to set an alarm clock. I just naturally wake up between 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and it's amazing to be able to do that, to stay up till 10, 11 o'clock at night, set an alarm clock and sleep all through the night, and maybe wake up like once or twice. I usually wake up at least once to use the restroom because I drink water before I go to sleep. But I remember when I was eating a bunch of processed foods and fast food and all that, my sleeping patterns were terrible. Like I would wake up constantly. I woke up 5-6 times a night. Every night I had insomnia. It's a version of insomnia. And all of that changed as soon as I changed my diet. But my general level of happiness is just so much higher, and I'm really having a good time exploring cooking. I had no idea that there was so much that you can pack into a bite of food with so few ingredients, and really learning how to integrate spices and essential oils into my cooking has been a really cool experience, and that's why I wanted to share all this with you guys, because you know, I'm a single guy and I'm in my 30s, but I'm really my health and well-being is really important to me, and I'm just receiving all of these excellent, amazing, wonderful benefits, and that's why I want to share all this with you guys, because I know that you can experience the exact same thing that I am, because it's not like I'm doing anything special per se. I've just eliminated processed foods and animal products, meat and dairy products and eggs, and all of like that's it. That's all I changed, and I feel like my entire life is changing. I feel like every area of my life is improving, and I feel like I'm gaining more confidence in myself, and the ability to be less judgmental on myself and others as well. I have found that as my state of happiness grows and increases, and my level of well-being increases, the happier I feel about myself, and that changes my perception of the world, and it changes the way that I perceive and interact with people in my reality that I experience every day. And that's just a huge thing that I've noticed, and have noticed a definite, like, measurable shift. And it's, I mean, is it so like obtuse or so outlandish to believe that massively improving your life can really be as simple as changing your diet to a whole foods plant-based diet? Can it be that easy? Well, I really, honestly, personally, truly think that it can. And I think there are some other tools that can be used in addition to that, like meditation and dream journaling and visualization. Positive affirmations and gratitude, I think, are a huge thing. I mean, I every day write an affirmation list and a gratitude list, and I think if you're not doing that, you really should, because it will really help shift your perception on your life and really help put things into perspective, and you know, like, really be grateful for what you have, because I've experienced a lot in my life, but some of the things that I've experienced is a lot of loss and like not having anything, and it really, you know, I know it's easy to get caught up in like the everyday doldrums of life sometimes, and especially with, you know, everything that's happened in 2020, but like, if you ever get to a point in your life where you can't like sit down and feel grateful for having clean running water, or a roof over your head, or electricity, you know, the ability to stay warm in the wintertime. I mean, those things, like, those are the real important things. Everything else is just like an extra added bonus. But everything in my life has started improving because I have switched to a whole foods plant-based diet. I believe, I truly feel that. And I think, like, developing an awareness of oneself and beginning to care about yourself and treat your body good and exercise and be aware of and conscious of the things that you're putting into your body, and making the conscious effort to love yourself and tell yourself that, okay, now that I have the information, now that I have the awareness, like, it's okay to have, you know, lived your life in ignorance, but once you gain the information that processed foods and animal products are killing people and can give you cancer, you know, from the long-term effects of consuming it every day. And not only that, but like, whole foods plant-based diet can totally reverse any kind of current disease that you have that is caused by food. I mean, everything that I've watched and read has said that, you know, or shown that through scientific data. If it's working for so many people, it can work for you, and it's definitely working for me, and you know, that's why I'm so excited and passionate about talking about this. And I guess, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when a new video is coming out. I will be posting a new video every day for this 90-day challenge, and all of the recipes for everything I'm eating, as well as the workouts that I'm doing, are provided in the description below if you want to follow along with me. and I will see you guys on the next video.